Hey there, RC Girl here. Today, crows are kicking off. Today, we're taking a look at the latest edition of the Traxxas TRX-4 platform. This is the Ford Ranger F150 XLT. Beautiful, beautiful Lexan hard body, comes in blue or black, pared down features with a lower price point than some of the other TRX-4s, and you won't believe it, clear windows on this body, hallelujah. In this video, we're gonna unbox it, show you guys what's included in the box, what you need to complete it, and take a look at all the features. Let's take it away. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since my last video. I went to Scotland and got pretty sick, took a little break from RC, but I am back. If you guys are new here, I'm all about showcasing cool RC products, tips and tricks, run videos, hobby shop tours, and more. If you don't want to miss my next video, make sure to subscribe. And if you guys want more behind the scenes, you can check out my socials on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and thank you to my patrons on Patreon for their monthly support. All right, let's take a look what's included in the box. Alrighty, this is everything that comes in the box. You're going to get your Ford Ranger F150 XLT trail truck 1/10 scale, as well as a Traxxas TQ transmitter and a quick start guide. They've actually foregone the lengthier manual, maybe to bring down printing costs. You also get a warranty registration card. Traxxas does have a really great warranty program, so make sure to register your truck. Warnings and guidelines manual, and a decal sheet. I don't think we're gonna put these on. And lastly, you get a couple Allen keys and a T-wrench to get your wheels off. Traxxas also makes a nice tool set. This is a great travel one. All your tools included in this little case here. Comes with a nice handle here and a bunch of different bits to work on the TRX-4. I will put a link to this in the description box below if you want an upgraded tool set. The only thing you're gonna need to provide is your own 2 or 3S lipo battery with the Traxxas connector, as well as a charger and 4 AA batteries for the transmitter. Otherwise, everything is included in the box. Alrighty guys, how beautiful is this vintage Ford Ranger XLT truck body in this shimmery blue color? It also comes in a black, and you may recognize this body style. I have this in the TRX-4M platform, the 1/18 scale, as well as the High Trail, which is the lifted version with the bigger tires. This one has the smaller 1.9 size tires. It actually looks a little bit more scale to me, a little bit more proportional. I really like the look of this body. And you may notice clear windows. Yes, I repeat, clear windows on this body. Finally, people have been asking for that in pretty much every release of the TRX-4. So that is really nice to see on this body. I really love the scale bodies on the TRX-4. So you're gonna get a couple decals like this Ford emblem here. However, it does have a lot of plastic molded details like this front grille here, our light lenses. You can add a light kit, they're not included, but Traxxas does make a plug and play light kit, or you can do a custom lighting job like the ones I do for my Trick RC. We also get a plastic molded faux chrome painted bumper here, some plastic molded windshield wipers, plastic side mirrors here, space for an LED here on the side, and this whole trim piece here is actually plastic molded, so it is not a decal. And this is also a Lexan body. So for a Lexan body, this does have a ton of details on it. The Lexan is decently thick. Taking a look at the rear here, this is a plastic molded Ford emblem. However, these pieces here are actually a decal. Another nice molded faux chrome bumper. Got a space for a tow hitch. I actually sell tow hitches in my shop. They're pretty popular. I will put a link to my Shopify and my Etsy if you want to check it out. Spaces for some LEDs here as well on the rear and the sides. But all in all, I think this is a super, super nice looking body. They did a great job with this. Cannot wait to get LEDs in here. People always ask me about these Traxxas rotating work stands. I will put a link to that in the description box. They are made out of aluminum. They also lock in place. So they're great for working on your truck, displaying your truck, and also just doing a nice little walk around. This version of the TRX-4 comes with the standard issue 1.9 size Canyon trail tires. So compared to my other F150, which is the lifted high trail edition, those come with the 2.2 size tires. These are going to be a little bit smaller, but actually for similar trucks in this same class, the TRX-4 tires tend to be a little bit beefier, a little bit wider, a little bit taller. These are vented, they have foams in them, and they are glued on to this faux plastic chrome rim. I think these are little caps that screw off to reveal your wheel nut. So super easy to take them off. You don't have to use a specific tool. This just screws on. Nice little touch there. This version of the TRX-4 features plastic bodied portal axles. Portal axles raise your ground clearance off the ground a little bit, giving you a little bit more room to navigate over challenging features. However, that does raise your CG. They're not going to be competition style aggressive rock crawlers. They are scaled trail trucks. They are pretty capable on single track trails. They can navigate some challenging features. However, just set your expectations accordingly. With the heavy detailed body and the portal axles raising your CG up, they do tend to be a little bit top heavy. I really like the suspension on the TRX-4s. You get a lot of flex, nice and soft. You get realistic body movement when you're out on the trail. The shocks are actually really nice, coilover spring shocks, and people really do tend to like these. Some of the nicest shocks out there for a ready to run. Haven't had any leaking issues ever, and I believe this is like my 7th or 8th TRX-4. Taking a look underneath the truck, you're going to get a 3-link front, 4-link rear suspension. These are all going to be nice metal links. And if you're familiar with the TRX-4 platform, not a whole lot of changes to the chassis itself. Let's take a look underneath the hood. This also features Traxxas clipless body mounting. So 2 tabs here on the front, 2 tabs on the rear, and the body comes right off so easily. You can see those here on the front and on the rear. Nice clean silver paint job on the interior. You can see the interior has a bit of molded cage to keep the body nice and rigid. The body also slots into some plastic sliders here to keep the body from rattling around. And our window decals here have a slight tint to them. Alrighty, so if you guys have seen a TRX-4, this is going to be a very, very similar layout. The one thing to mention about this chassis though, it does not have the 2-speed transmission or the locking and unlocking front and rear differentials. So you're going to be missing those 3 blue shift servos that we've seen on the other platforms. However, the electronics are going to be all the same. We have a Titan 21 turn 550 size reverse rotation brushed motor. Also the XL5 HV waterproof Traxxas servo. So all the electronics on this are waterproof, which is really nice if you like running in water. Our steering servo is the 2075X waterproof Traxxas steering servo. We have a center mounted battery tray here, and the strap is reversible so it can accommodate different size batteries. I like to run a 2 or 3S lipo like this 5200 milliamp 2-cell from Traxxas. Comes with the Traxxas connectors. I will put a link to my recommended batteries and charger setup in the description box if you want to check it out. This one is a nice size, lasts quite a while, 45 minutes or so, maybe more depending on how you're running your truck. To turn this on, we're going to power on our transmitter and hold down the easy set button. The light's going to flash green. And you're good to go. All our electronics route through this waterproof receiver box here. Here we have our antenna. You can see the green light is on, and there's a little rubber cap here you can remove to check out your receiver. We're currently only using 2 of the channels, steering and throttle, which leaves a couple spare channels for you to add some lighting. Taking a look at our transmitter, this is the TQ top qualifier transmitter, so pared down features compared to the TQI that comes with the other TRX4s that have the locking, unlocking diffs, and 2-speed. We do have a set button up here to toggle through some of the menus. I will put a link out to the manual if you want to see all the functions. We also have a steering trim knob here to center your steering and our on and off switch on the rear. If you have somewhat of a longer thumb, you can reach the steering wheel to do one-handed steering, and we have our throttle right here. You will need to pick up 4 AA batteries for the transmitter. These are rechargeable ones. I will put a link to these available on Amazon. That is a wrap for the TRX-4 F150 Ranger XLT, the latest edition of the Traxxas TRX-4. I think they did a really great job. I think people are going to be super stoked about the clear windows on the body. I have a full playlist of all my TRX-4 videos. I will put a link to all my TRX-4 videos in the description box below and also linked right up here. This is the more scale 1.9 size tire edition with some pared down features at a lower price point. If you like the beefier, lifted, bigger tire version, check out the Ford F150 High Trail. I will link out to that video and also include it in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss part 2. We're going to trail test this. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, I'll see you later.